Hey guys. So I decided to do a live today because, well, Natty's Naughty Nursery, Natty Newfie from Natty's Naughty Nursery has just basically plowed through some peppers I sent him, and he's been doing an amazing job eating those peppers. So I decided to encourage him a bit, and I'm gonna eat a few myself. So I brought out a few of those that he had himself from my stash. You can see this is my current active harvest stash. So this jar is chock full of everything I've sent him and more. And yeah, so I'm gonna be eating a few of these. And okay, maybe I won't have whole peppers, and probably won't have multiples of these peppers, but I'm gonna at least have bites of each one, and try and move forward in the pepper challenge, eating challenge that he's been having, to catch up with him, and we'll try to eat the same peppers as simultaneously as possible with our schedules and everything. So I see a few people are starting to join. Felix Carouette, Haley, Hot Sauce, all right, and Jay Olsey joined too. So we have a few people joining in, and anyways, I'm gonna try and save this recording and put it up on my feed, so if anybody misses it, it should be there for to watch on demand, basically. So I'm just gonna wait a bit until a few more people join, maybe, so we can start eating these with as much as people as we can have. But yeah, basically, so I'm wearing, you might have noticed, it's not a straight jacket, although it could be, but this is a Futur Vert. They sent me with my last batch of lights a chef jacket, short sleeve chef jacket. Probably because they like what I make, the food I make, because I brought them a few sauces, I brought them a few things at one point, and I guess they enjoyed it. So there you go. I'm a Futur Vert official chef for my peppers. So I decided to wear this today because I'm going to be cutting up some peppers and eating them, which is as close to cooking as we get tonight. Otherwise, we also have featured tonight my Dalstrong Crusader Series chef knife, which will be cutting some of these peppers carefully because it's freaking sharp. And we also have a custom knife here, which is made by a Quebec artist and knife maker. So this is a Nakiri knife, high carbon steel with a stabilized wood and resin handle. This was one sweet purchase I made. So this knife cuts like nothing else, and these knives are what I'm going to be using tonight. So all right, so I guess we'll just start moving along with eating the peppers. So what I like to do when I eat the peppers basically is I like to cut them open, smell them first, and sometimes I remove the seeds if I know that they're particularly bitter. So this guy here, this is hot purple. This is basically when the pepper itself grows off the plant, it pops out the first time, it starts out purple like this. That's the initial color, and it transitions towards red by going through a cream color, and then a yellowish, and then orange, and then red. So it's a bit like a Bulgarian rainbow, Chinese five-color type ornamental pepper, but they call it hot purple. I've never heard of this before I started growing it this year. I've been given the seeds and decided to try growing it. So here we go. So let me cut the purple one here. All right. Now, I wish I had a cameraman so he could just basically move the camera around and show you everything, but I have to do with what I have. So you can see here the inside of the purple is like almost white, greenish with a bit of purple, and it has a ton of seeds. So it's going to be kind of bitter. Sorry, this is kind of out of focus. I'm going to try and focus it for you, but it doesn't seem to want to. And okay, so you see already here I started without my gloves, but I'm going to put them on right away because after so many hot peppers, I've learned the hard way that no glove, no love. So I'm just gonna put these on to make sure that I don't get pepper juice all over the place. So the hot purple unripe smells very vegetable-y, very green, so to speak, even if it's not very green. So let's go ahead and just pop this one in right away. So it tastes bitter because of the seeds, and there's a immediate heat. Sorry, I'm spitting seeds while I'm talking. Immediate heat to the back of the throat, and but it's a mild heat. It's like jalapeno, more or less, intensity, and not much flavor to it apart from the bitterness from the seeds. Like I said, it's unripe, so it tastes greenish. Basically, that's pretty much the taste of it. So yeah, that's the hot purple unripe. Now this is a ripe hot purple, which I'm gonna give the same treatment. Let's just cut it in half here. See, now this one is fully ripe, so it's red inside and out. Still has a lot of seeds too. Now what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to remove the seeds because I really want to taste the pepper itself and get through that bitterness that we have. So let me just clean this one out here. Alright. So, oh, there's still some here. Anyways, most of them are out. So it still doesn't smell much more. It's a very small pepper, so I'm still getting just very vegetable-y taste, but that's to be expected with ornamental peppers. They're not very typically known for their great flavor, but they do add some kick, so you can use them in sauces, or you know, you can dry them to make a powder, which is great, basically, because they don't alter the taste of what you're eating. They just add the spice. So the red one, even though it's almost flavorless, has a little zing of acidity to it, and maybe a slight faint sweetness. But the spice itself is the same as unripe. There's no difference in intensity. You feel it. It's a whole mouth kind of stinging burn. Not much more, honestly. So that's about it for that one. So I got myself a slushy here, just to cleanse my palate between the peppers, so that I can basically move from one to the next without having to wait so long, because I know that if I want to upload the video afterwards, there's a limit of 15 minutes. So I don't want to go too far ahead and bust through that so that I can't upload the whole thing. I'm trying to cleanse my palate as much as I can between the peppers to accelerate the process. Oh, there you go. So this Dalstrong knife basically just slices through these peppers like it's nothing. Now you can see the blade. It's probably not as visible on camera, but I mean, you can barely see it when it's really faced to you. It's ultra sharp. So this is an amazing, amazing knife. And they're not that expensive either. I mean, you can get your chef knife for what, 70 bucks, I think, which is pretty awesome for a quality blade that actually cuts. So the hot purple now, I'm feeling the burn a lot more on the top of my palate right now, probably because I decided to drink so fast after eating it. So it's pushing the capsaicin, basically the oil, all over my mouth, and it's spreading it everywhere, which was, in hindsight, possibly not the best of ideas, because I was thinking about using it to cleanse my palate to move faster, but I feel like it might not have been the best choice, and I should have just wrote it out. But we'll see. If I don't make it through all of these tonight, we'll continue some other time. I'm not putting pressure on myself to finish these tonight, but I'll try. I'll do my best, and the point here is basically to share the experience with you, talk about the taste, and give you a bit more insight into what Natty's Naughty Nursery has been going through. I've seen a few of his videos, and he was in some serious pain at some moments. So maybe it can give another perspective on what he's been feeling. So the next one here is the pink Taj Mahal. So as you can see, this is one mean looking pepper. This is the second one he ate, and it's the second one I'll eat too. So we're gonna cut a piece of this and try it. So basically the pink Taj Mahal starts out with this purplish color, and there's green hues meshed between it. And as it ripens, the greenish starts to turn towards peach, and the purple starts to lighten to pink. And I don't know what the cross is that made this pepper. Sadly, I should look it up. I will look it up, because if I'm going to write my book about peppers, this is part of my research to understand the crosses and how they were born. So I'm going to look it up definitely. But this is also Capsicum chinense, and actually I'm saying also, but the other one was Anium. So this is Capsicum chinense, and they're known for their strength, their potency. So this is evaluated between 500,000 to 1 million Scoville from what I found online, because there's not much information that I could find on this pepper. So we'll see how this one tastes. Natty's Naughty Nursery actually qualified it as being a pepper that tasted like purple candy. I've never had this pepper before. I've never tasted actually a ripe pink Taj Mahal yet. I've had a ton in my pepper box, and I have not gotten around to do it. But hi, NorCal Cannabis. Cannabalist, sorry. Just waved to me. So yeah, so I'm going to try this out here. So the heat is starting to die down from the hot purple. So after this, I'm going to start cutting into this one. So let's take the stem off. Let's use the other knife. Cut it in half. All right. Oh, okay. So you see, this one is ripe, but not completely ripe, because you can still see there's a bit of greenish hue to the placenta. So it might not be the best example. Let me just try and see if I can pull another one out that might be riper, because I really do want to eat one that is as ripe as possible. So we're gonna cut into this one with this huge stinger here and see if it's a bit riper than the one I just cut into. All right. Hey, thanks, NorCal. Yeah, Chef Jacket from Fitz-Aubert, they sent this over with the FM8. Yes, the FM8, and the experimental lights, the experimental 660 NM, and the experimental UV lights. So okay, so this one is ripe. You can see the inside is white and peach, and there is a shit ton of oil. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. I don't think so. It's kind of blurry, but there's I can't get it to focus. So there's basically this yellowish hue that you see is all capsaicin oil. So we're gonna cut off a piece of this guy. Okay, I'm gonna do this. So this bit is what I'm gonna start with, just to try and get the flavors before it destroys my mouth. Oh wow. It does taste sweet. It really does taste sweet. You have this purplish, yeah, purple candy taste, basically. Absolutely. There's a bit of bitterness, but that's to be expected, because the Capsicum chinense, they're always a bit bitter, but it has this, there's a pungency to it that's, I don't know, am I smelling my gloves? No, it's really the pepper itself has this kind of creamy pungency to it. It's an odd smell. I am not sure what I'm smelling. Just let me cut another piece here, because honestly the heat is good. It's a good heat. It's a fair amount of heat, and but the taste was amazing. Wow, yeah, Again, you can get this burst of sweetness right at the start. This is amazing. I've honestly never had a pepper like this. And then I can't. I want to say cheese, which is really freaking odd, because you don't want pepper to taste like cheese or smell like cheese. It doesn't taste like cheese. It tastes sweet, but the smell, cheese, purple candied cheese. That's what I'm getting. This is odd. Purple candy cheese could be a good weed name, actually. I think no. I'm not a grower, but it seems the names are in that sort of area. Purple candy cheese. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely a snacking pepper for the brave of heart. Yep. So the heat is definitely building around the tongue and the back of the throat. I'm getting a lot of build-up, but the build-up is not extreme. I'm thinking it's more in the 350, 400,000 range. Yeah, so not 4,000, 400,000, so 350, 400,000 range. That's the COVID, the smell. Yeah. Basically, yeah, let's hope not. But yeah, the pepper, I think it's more in the Scotch bonnet range, maybe. The heat. Well, I don't know. The more, the more I'm talking, the more my eyes are tearing up. So it might be building towards higher, maybe 6 to 8. 6 to 8, yeah. Yeah. Ouais, l'eau à la bouche. Yeah, exactly. It's not bravery, it's idiocy, I think. But these peppers are really freaking hot, and it's a habit. You get used to it. The more you eat, the more you get used to it, and at a certain point, you realize that there's no danger, and that it will pass. So you just basically plow through it. Now, my friends, my initial estimate was wrong. Both of them. Yeah, we're looking at millions. We're looking at millions here. Really, really, really hot. My eyes are sweating. Whew. Okay. Oh, if this was a mistake the first time, it's probably going to be a mistake again, but it's freaking cold. So. Yeah, good. Okay. So let me just dump these back in, because I'm not going to eat these, the whole thing here. I'm not called Natty. I mean, that guy was freaking insane. I don't know why I said was. He's still alive. He's right here, I think. But, yeah, he might die after Chocolate Bootla. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Walk in the park for me. Hey, I'm just being really tough right now. Just trying to one-up you or something. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah, this is hot. So, next up, technically, is this guy, the White Fatali, but we're going to wait a bit and talk a bit, because I'm not going to taste anything right now. The White Fatali is a pepper that's actually supposed to be a bit less intense than the pink Taj Mahal, but I don't know, for me, when I eat it, it just really destroys me. So this one is scaring me right now. I don't know what I'm going to do about it. And then there's this guy here, the Kangstar Scarlet Rose. So this is what I need to eat to catch up to Natty. It actually helps to just keep talking. Changes the subject. Now I'm going to need to blow my nose. That was elegant. All right. So let's start slowly. My tongue is still in a fair amount of pain, but we'll cut open and look at it a bit and talk about it a bit. Oh, here we go, the burps. The burps are starting. So yeah, the white Fatali, basically Fatali, created by Juca Fatali, the well-known pepper grower and breeder. Which is probably, I don't know exactly how he created this one. Honestly, I need to still do research on this. But the Fatali pepper is something that he created, and there's multiple colors and variants of it. And this is the white variant, which actually grows, starts out a light green, and ends up yellowish white, so it ripens to white, this pepper. Also in the Chinense family. The smell of this pepper is typically Chinense smell, so you've got the high pungency, I don't know how to describe it exactly, but it smells like again, there's this creamy aroma, the pungent creamy aroma, but it gets often hides notes of tropical fruit, which apparently is not the case with this one, because Natty, when he ate this one, he said that it didn't taste actually very great. And I've only had it with food so far. Sorry, this I keep swallowing some saliva, and the saliva is actually like lava right now. So each time I swallow it, it just makes me cough. But yeah, so the white Fatali, apparently not a very tasty pepper, but we'll get into that one very soon. Yeah, Buddy Bud El Motero. Yes, I grew everything that I'm eating today. Actually, this whole box of peppers that I showed earlier is all my harvest. And I went on a fishing trip this weekend, went away for 3 days. And this box was here when I left on Friday morning. And when I got back, I harvested the rest of it outdoors and indoors. So this is the production, and basically I'm picking out like 10-15 peppers every morning from these plants, so they're in full swing right now. And Natty as well, the peppers he's eating, it's all from my plants, so basically he's been trying them a bit before I have had the chance to try them. I've sent him the best specimens I had at that time. So here we go. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to taste this because my mouth is still burning, but I want to move forward. So many peppers, yeah. And I mean, that's nothing so far, because if you'd have seen everything I already processed, either into sauces, either into powders, I've eaten with food, because almost every day I have peppers in my food, on my lunch, on my dinner. And I've given some away as well. I've given some to Natty, but I've given some to other people as well. Family, friends, overseas. I've sent peppers all over the place, and they just keep growing. But my project is not about eating the peppers. My project is about growing them and documenting the grow itself, and the varieties, and the cooking and the tasting and the eating as well as part of it, but it's not the only part. So I don't grow for production, and I don't grow for to make sauce to sell it. I don't grow to sell the seeds. I don't grow to sell the peppers themselves. I grow for the data. So I'm growing for data, basically. So white Fatali. Here's some more data right up in my mouth. Oh. It's a bit sweet. There's a bit of sweetness to it, but there's no taste. So it's just like basically bland sweetness. Oh yeah, today's pepper was delicious. The Kangstar Scarlet Rose is an amazing pepper. It tastes like tropical fruit and has the spice of a very strong Scotch bonnet. But yeah, so this, why is it not hot at all? I don't know. I'm not tasting any heat right now, but I know it might build, so I'm gonna wait a bit. But yeah, just basically sweet. That's what it tasted like. Sweet, like if you take like maybe a spoonful of simple syrup, basically. So just sugar and water. That's what it tastes like, sugar and water. I didn't get any bitterness, but I didn't eat any seeds, and that's the trick, you know. So see here, I'm just pulling out these seeds because it's just going to give bitterness and no other reason to eat it. So I'm just going to cut another slice, see what happens here. Yeah, definitely a zing of spice when the juice bursts in your mouth, but it's fairly crunchy too, and it's a thin wall. It's kind of a thin wall. And here, first I didn't even notice that I could wave to people. I've been too focused on peppers, and so I don't know if this is a fluke, but this one does not taste spicy at all to me. Yes, Super Saiyan Hydro. I mean, yeah, that could be something we could do at some point. Send some peppers your way. We'll have to look that up, see how we can make that work. Could be a good idea. Yeah, didn't find that one hot. Yeah, exactly. So it's not that hot. I think the pink Taj Mahal is way hotter than this guy, and it actually probably is, because with the research we found, this one was what, 300,000 or something like that, and the pink Taj Mahal could go up to like a million. Yeah. So sorry, I have pepper in my teeth. So yeah. So this is not very very hot at all. Yeah, sure. Super Saiyan Hydro, if you send me a SAS, a self-addressed stamped envelope, you'll get some seeds for sure. That's not an issue at all. Seeds will be out your way as soon as I get that envelope. That's not a problem. Yeah, you see? Okay, there you go. So that's where you hit it. So when you reach the top of the pepper where the placenta is, you get this bitterness, this unpleasant bitterness actually. Tastes crap. So the okay, so it tastes sweet, but stay away from the placenta, and you've got yourself a sweet pepper that's actually pretty mild. And the top of the placenta here, where all the spices, yeah, it's not that spicy. It's maybe habanero strength, but bitter. Ugh. No. No. Bitter. So, back in the box. I'm not eating more of that bitterness right now. There's always something to do with these peppers. I mean, bitter, not bitter, sweet, not sweet. I'm seeing a lot of comments go by and I'm missing them, so I'm going to have to check them back and answer people if there's something addressed to me. So sorry if I'm not answering. I'm trying to pay attention to everything, but damn. Now, what's the name of the fruity one you showed? I'm amazed by it. This one? Is it this one, buddy? If it's this one, this is Kangstar Scarlet Rose. So, Kangstar Scarlet Rose, which is basically a phenotype of the Kangstar Lemon Starburst. And the Kangstar Lemon Starburst produced two phenotypes other than that one, which is a Scarlet Rose and the Peach Starkist. Peach Starkist is the next one after this, which is this one. So it's a peach colored, basically, Kangstar Lemon Starburst. And yeah, they both have different flavors from the Lemon Starburst, different colors, but the shapes are pretty much the same. All right. Now this one I like. So we made it. we made it through. We're going to the last one. So yeah, let's try this one out. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to blow my nose again. All right, so yeah, Kangstar Scarlet Rose, cut in half. Yeah, so you see, you get the Chinen smell again, which is pretty much the same as what you smelled in the white Fatali. But you can sense there's a bit of underlying sweetness to it. Let's chop it up. Anybody coming in late? I've been using my favorite knives here. So, okay. Sorry. So Kangstar Scarlet Rose. This is a chunk of it. It's a bit thicker, the walls, than the white Fatali we've just had before, and you can see the pockets of juice inside. Now, I know you can't see them. I can see them, and I'm telling you they're there. No, not the whole box at once. Did you see the whole box? This is the whole box. This is my whole box. I'm not eating this whole thing at once. No, Natty's box that I sent him, I'm basically just catching up to him. That's it. So he ate up to the Kangstar Scarlet Rose. I'm eating up to the Kangstar Scarlet Rose, but like all four of them right now. This is the last one because I couldn't watch him. I couldn't be there on his other lives. I wanted to maybe try and do it at the same time as him. Scheduling. So there you go. So yeah, gotcha. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm fooling around. I'm not being a dick on purpose. Not in a mean way, anyways. So here you go. Let's eat the Kangstar Scarlet Rose. So yeah, this one you get it right away. Tropical fruit, all the way, and yeah, tropical fruit sweetness and heat. A fair amount of heat, but I just love these. I put them on everything, literally everything. I mean, I've had. Hold on. Check this out. This, my guys, Kangstar Scarlet Rose. Alright? And they're in raw, unpasteurized honey. And they've been fermenting in this guy, this for what? Since the 12th. Okay? So 12 days. These have been fermenting for 12 days so far in raw honey. So, I know this one tastes amazing, and I know it's spicy. Let's try one of these. What can I use? I'm just going to use a knife to get it out. Yeah. Look at this. Glistening. Glistening in honey. Alright. It's dripping. This, out of this world. So the taste of the honey, I've actually already tasted this honey and the peppers in it. I just wanted to eat one. But I tasted them during fishing weekend. I brought a little jar of the honey and the peppers, and this was actually breakfast. I put this on toast with butter. Absolutely stunning. Oh yeah, that's a disadvantage of talking and eating peppers. Sometimes pepper juice just shoots to the back of your throat. So there you go. Where do you find seeds of it? Okay, so the Kangstar peppers, the seeds, well, basically I asked Kangstar and he sent them to me. Now, I know that can't happen for everybody because he's barely reachable, but I can send people seeds. Like I said to Super Saiyan Hydro just before, he's going to send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, and if I have seeds available, you can get some. So that's some way to get seeds from these and other peppers that I have. Shoot me a DM, and if I'm available with seeds that you need or want, you just send me an envelope, self-addressed, pre-stamped with the correct postage for me to return it to you from Quebec, and you'll have seeds. So yeah, God, the half pepper from the jar was way hotter than the first half that I ate raw. It just hit me the back of the throat. I mean, whew, yeah. So there you go. And I don't know, the slush is really not helping. This is just basically, I don't know why I keep drinking it. It's just pure torture every time I just take a sip. It just flames my tongue up again. And now it's really the back of my tongue and in my throat. Yeah. Oh yeah. This is burning. Again. Look. My eyes are sweating. Sweating from the eyeballs. Oh my God. So yeah. Guys, thanks for being there. I really enjoyed doing this live with you guys. And yeah, so we'll be doing some more of these. You're missing, man, you missed me eating through a few peppers. And now what you're not missing is me suffering from that. But you can probably watch it in a few minutes, and I'm gonna be putting it into my feed. Yeah, walk through it. It takes practice, man. It takes practice. Nice to meet you too, Tattoo Daddy 27. Okay. So guys, thanks for being there. I'm gonna go take these gloves off because I seriously need to touch my face right now. And we'll see you next time when I eat some more peppers or whatever else I decide to film. Take care, guys. Thanks.